the delegation that Nancy Pelosi is leading to Asia coming up in August. So there's a couple of stops. Apparently it's like South Korea, going to Japan, and then, right in around in there, they want to stop off at Taiwan. And it's only been floated out there that she's going to Taiwan. Mitch McConnell says China wins if Pelosi doesn't go. And that she hasn't said that she isn't going to go. I think at this point, because it's all out there, you can't say that you're not going. You have to go. And furthermore, I think it's ridiculous that we wouldn't. Now, the concerns, because Beijing said, this is escalation. You're escalating this. When actually, it's China that's been escalating this. China's been trying to cut off access to Taiwan Strait. They've been trying to cut off access, which, by the way, severely impacts trade. And also, we have a number of naval ships that go through that area. So you're also restricting U.S. naval activity. So the state media, controlled by the CCP, has been pushing, we might have a military response if Pelosi goes to Taipei. Although they won't actually be incredibly specific about it. Most everything that they have to go by is what their mouthpieces are saying on Twitter. That's ultimately it. Like, for instance, they have this remark from one of their government stooges that was on July 21st saying Chinese mainland will not confirm in advance how to counter Pelosi's provocation, but the U.S. and Taiwan authorities will definitely pay a high price for her visit. This will be ultimately a military game, a good show full of suspense. Really? You guys are stooges. This is so ridiculous. But she can't cancel this because this is ridiculous at this point also. And I realized, too, that you can't entirely, when you look at the two biggest producers of semiconductors, it's Taiwan, and then second is actually South Korea. And ultimately, that's, I think, the real point of this whole delegation is that's what this is all about. However, though, remember what I was just telling you about Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea, et cetera, et cetera. Either of those two entities would be affected if China decided to show some sort of military action and try to cut off distribution of these manufactured semiconductors, which is a reason that the United States needs to be more self-sustaining on this. However, we haven't made any of the investments into it. I understand the payoff later if it's presented to the people as you're investing in national security, and this is one of the things under Article 1, Section 8 as a DoD project that constitutionally you can pay towards, but they haven't done any of that. They're just now, it's like, we're going to give some subsidies and we're going to do it like this. There's a way, just because you can do it like this doesn't make it correct, especially when you've ignored every other opportunity to do it the right way constitutionally with full consent of the voter. So that's what her whole delegation that she's leading to Asia is all about.